TLEV Media.
Bringing the magic of the theme parks to your home.
From vlogs to interviews, TLEV Media is entertainment for all.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TLEV Media. And you guys absolutely loved our last video.
Good job. Hey, good
where
job,
we created our very own Universal Studios ride or attraction. And because you guys loved it so much and we saw the comments, it said, y'all gotta make a part 2. So here is a part 2 to that video of, and I mean, if you guys want more of these videos, let us know, down in the comments below. And you know.
We're spewing with ideas.
We are overfilling.
So today we are creating our own Disneyland ride or attraction.
Ooh, doggy.
And I think we should just go ahead and tell you some of the incredible ideas that we have. And Disney Parks, if you're listening,
But
I don't got a job, so
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But before any of that, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified with every single upload on this channel.
Let's do it.
You want to go first?
No, I dropped the pencil.
Oh, okay.
I have an idea.
There was an idea.
Yes. And none of you would expect this idea. This ride will be called National Treasure. Escape the Disney Treasure.
What?
Now this area will be in Adventureland.
Okay, that does sound like an adventure.
Next to the Indiana Jones ride.
Ooh.
Now the reason it's next to it is because the treasure is behind the Indiana Jones ride. Indiana Jones never found the treasure in the temple.
Dumbass.
But you know who has? The Benny Franklin, played by Nick Cage. Now the ride vehicle, this ride is going to be a mix of motion and screens.
And emotion.
And emotions, thank you. And emotions.
We have to steal the Declaration of Independence.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
So we're not stealing that. So already news has come out that Ben Franklin, aka Nicolas Cage, so that's his character name in National Treasure, has found the treasure behind Disneyland, and no one knew it.
Good old Benny.
Oh, Indy couldn't find it, but I found it.
Andy.
So
He's off his game.
he's really off his game. I mean, so this is gonna be kind of like Transformers. All right. So we're entering the back of the Indiana Jones ride.
Okay.
And we see all the gold. And Nick Cage is found. Nick Cage screams, "We found it! We found the gold."
As you're entering, you hear Nick Cage over.
Well, yeah. So you're in the car. No, you're in the car already. This is
this is
in
the
the
ride.
Oh yeah,
This
we're
is
not
the
going
ride.
through the queue. The
Wait,
queue is
what's
just.
the facade?
What's the
Or like, what's the?
It's literally so you enter like sort of like the exact same temple as Indiana Jones, but it's the back part of the temple.
So it's okay.
So and that's the ride.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
where's Jungle Cruise in this fantasy?
No, it's not. Okay, it's
Hey,
literally.
Dear Mr. Fantasy.
It's literally built the exact same kind of facade, but it's just flipped around next to the Indiana Jones ride.
So there's
And it's
two
the back-
temples.
And there's two temples, but it's the back side of the
It's
temple.
the backside of the
So
second
we're in the
temple.
Blue Bayou.
Yeah, Blue Bayou's been taken out. We've gotten rid of it. Nope, shit. All right, so but that's actually gonna work for this ride too.
Okay.
You'll see.
Okay, go.
So
for it.
he found it finally.
Okay.
However, so while we see that, it's him. It's a screen version of him. So we're like,
Okay.
he walks through and he's like, "We found it, guys."
Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
And then we hear that we're not alone. There's other treasure hunters. They zoom in their cars because the vehicles can fit in. And they get
I thought
out.
it was a Zoom meeting, like a Zoom bomb.
And it's Mitch Wilkinson
Who the hell is
from
Mitch
National
Wilkinson?
Treasure Book of Secrets.
Oh,
The
okay.
second one.
Fake fan.
Fake fan. You have to be a true fan for this one, bro.
Excuse me.
So he's like, "I'm gonna have to take all this treasure.
All
for
this
my daddy's
national
name."
treasure.
Yeah, exactly.
In this here
And
Book
so
of Secrets.
there's a shooting battle basically happening, and we're watching it. And Nick tells us to take off. We gotta go. So we're reversing the car, but the booby traps were activated. So now the building it's crumbling a little bit. It's like, and it's shaking. So the car reverses, and we're going through falling walls and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the car's shaking, and we're, oh my gosh,
That's
kind of stuff.
That's about.
We enter another room. There's another screen room. Okay, so
Okay.
it's basically like Transformers, how you go like through.
Okay.
rooms. Yeah, it's that. and we see Nick Cage fighting Mitch Wilkinson, bro. So they're going fist fighting and stuff like that.
Fisticuffs? Ooh.
And like the body's being thrown on our vehicle, so it's like bending and stuff. Not bending, but it's like it's hitting our vehicle, and we go poof, and then he jumps back.
We're running over bodies.
The vehicle's not moving. We're just watching the battle right now.
What was that?
But they're fighting between each other, and like they're throwing each other's bodies on top of the car and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay. Shoots. So Mitch Wilkinson's body's thrown right on the car.
Wait, right, that's so weird.
I wish.
Okay.
But he goes and he tries to shoot at Nick, but Nick ducks and he hits a crack and water spews in. Yeah. And so we're shot with water, basically. The water's attacked, like we get, it's a water ride too, basically.
I'm not exactly sure where we are right now.
I believe we're under Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, like you said, Blue Bayou, bro. They got the water to come from somewhere.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. So we're like, oh shoot, we gotta get out. The water, it's gonna start filling up this place. So we drive away, and we see there's an opening, and Nick's like, go, there's the opening. So we go through the opening, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's it's another screen area.
Okay.
And now, the car goes through it, and we are in the Disney parks, basically. Because remember, the temple is in the Disney park.
I thought we were already in the Disney park.
Yeah, well, because we're inside the temple, but now, because we have to escape out of the temple, now we go out in our car, and it's the virtual screen again, and now we're driving through
the park.
From the Disney park, and we got, like, the people walking around, like, whoa, 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 they're, like, trying to get out of the way.
All right.
And now,
so gonna run someone
now, whoever's driving the car is supposedly really good. I mean, you remember how like in Indiana Jones you have like the driver and stuff like that?
But it's a little bumpy.
Yeah, it's a little bumpy. So we're driving through and we see Nick Cage on top of Mitch's car because you remember they came in a car too.
I do
So now this is like Fast and Furious a little bit.
God,
and we're looking to the side and then like they're like fighting on the car.
And he's like, don't let him line up the missile shot.
So basically, so he's telling us to go to the castle, So like the screen, so it's like we're turning and we're going and we're getting to the castle, and somehow he makes the other car turn and it hits the castle, and the car just basically breaks down. And then we're like, okay, fine, oh, good. And we back out, and he's like, whoa, that was a close one. And now we're backing out, and it's just him waving to us like in Harry Potter, where it's like, good job, everybody.
You were brilliant.
Yeah, and like him in the screen, and there's like, there's like Disney fans clapping because oh my gosh, he saved everything. But we didn't get the treasure after all, so he's not as good as Indiana Jones.
Because the treasure was inside us all along.
Aww. And that was it.
All right.
National Treasure books. Escape the Disney treasure.
That is definitely for the fans. That's what that sounds like.
I'm a huge fan of that movie.
Yes. Secrets of Secrets.
Yes.
Of books.
Yes. What was the name of your ride again?
National Treasures Escape the Disney Treasure.
Oh, okay, that's right.
National Treasures.
Escape the Disney Treasure.
Escape the Disney Treasure.
I like it. All right,
sir.
Okay.
There you go. You're right.
I go in next, or
Yeah,
okay. So one thing that I love about Pixar Pier is the fact that it was a new era of combining thrills with the Pixar characters not having to be in screens. Now I understand, you can't get Nick Cage to be there all the time, right? You gotta have a screen.
No, we can.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh well, then you
own
should
him.
definitely. Oh,
They own
him.
They
own Nick Cage. All the Nick Cages in the world live in Disney.
Not the bees.
Yeah. Hey, Wicker Man is just shot in Disneyland.
Disney.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, what my idea is very simple. I want to bring an Incredicoaster-esque to Adventureland. So I guess we're just gonna stay in Adventureland.
Adventureland is the place to be.
But here's the thing. It's a very specific part of Adventureland.
Okay.
Right? It's a part that I find very near and dear to my heart.
Oh.
Tarzan's treehouse.
We're getting rid of Tarzan's treehouse?
We're not getting rid of Tarzan's treehouse. But Tarzan's treehouse has always been great because it's been a staple of the Disney Renaissance in Adventureland, right? That's the only part of Adventureland that shows the Disney Renaissance. Okay. I want to add on to that.
The Renaissance.
I want to keep going. And right next to it, so we're going to get rid of Pirates of the Caribbean. No, I'm kidding. We can't do that. Just want a reaction out of you. And a reaction out of you. No, we're actually getting rid of Indiana Jones.
All right.
And that entire area is going to become a bit of a roller coaster. Now, here's the thing. The property that I have, you're going to have to hear me out. It is Hercules fight for Mount Olympus.
Oh,
That's
I
what
like
this-
the name.
yes.
I like
a
the
roller
name.
coaster.
So it's a roller coaster with the ride vehicle being Pegasus.
Okay.
So kind of like, Flight of Hippogriff.
Right.
How it's like a basket version. Nah. I want this to be like a cloud version of Pegasus. Because right in the movie it shows Pegasus is made out of a cloud.
I was,
so it's almost
I
like
was wondering how we were gonna all fit inside of Pegasus.
it's just a very long.
Unless they pull a Star Wars and kind of, they smell bad on the outside.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Pegasus.
No, that's too graphic. So what
No.
we're doing is a cloud version
Okay.
of Pegasus that, like, when Zeus is making Pegasus. How many times am I going to say Pegasus in this pitch?
Pegasus.
Probably a lot. So,
Pitch, right?
pitch.
Okay.
Yes. So, we need to start with a ground surface, right? So we'll keep the tree facade.
Okay.
But the thing is, we're going to be launching a lot, and when we're in the air, we're going to feel like we're in the mountain, only known as Mount Olympus, right?
Okay.
We're going to be among the gods, because we need to save the gods. Hades has taken over with his titans. They're taking over, and they're trapped all the gods. So you and Hercules and Pegasus are going to go free the gods. So you are going to be fighting the titans. So you're going to be seeing in these tubes, kind of like how you see Violet, Elastigirl, and Mr. Incredible. You're going to be seeing the different titans. So they're going to be exactly. So one's going to look like a volcanic like tube. Another is going to be an ice tube, and there's going to be like a tornado that's like twisting you into the earth. So you're going to be dipping down. You're going to be hearing Hades everywhere. You're also going to be fighting the Hydra and also Cyclops. And in the end, you're going to be passing by none other than Hercules being among his god family. So it's a very short roller coaster. It's great. It's going to be a white roller coaster.
A wet?
A white.
Oh, okay.
It could be wet, I guess, for like the ice effects. That's a little bit. Yeah, it does. Yeah, but the characters I would really want to show have like over like voice. They hear the voice are of course Hades, Zeus, Hercules. We're gonna have Pegasus going a couple of times. You want a replay of that?
All the PNGs I can think of. Shout out Mar.
And then you're done. You're done. You're happy. You're back on Mount Olympus. You've reunited Hercules with his family. But for some reason, Hercules does not want to be a god. And yeah, that part.
What a loser.
And that's my ride. Hercules fight for Mount Olympus.
What's the merch like?
Battle for Mount Olympus.
I thought it was Escape from Mount Olympus.
Is escape? No, he's escaped.
I've escaped from the Disney trip.
Battle or fight for Mount Olympus.
All right.
No merch. Oh, there's merch.
No Herc merch?
Did you talk?
Is there a Herc?
I didn't talk merch because
There is some Herc merch.
All right.
Yeah, there's gonna be air Hercs. You remember? Like in the movie?
oh,
And you're gonna have
Can I get a cut of Danny
Herculade.
DeVito?
You can have Danny. Oh yeah!
Not even in
I
the
got a
ride.
point, Danny.
Deal.
You know what?
What if he's your conductor?
You
kind
know
of
what?
thing?
In the coaster, it's gonna be very long. There's gonna be multiple cars, and the last car sitting on the butt of the cloud is gonna be Phil.
Like a okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
he's just gonna be there. Yeah. All right, cool.
Shout out my baby girl, Joe. If you're watching, this is also her idea.
Oh.
It was like 2 hours. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of wars. Anyways,
War never changes.
so my Disney ride idea.
Let's hear it.
First of all, we're getting rid of Autopia and we're getting rid of Finding Nemo. Cause let's be real.
Oh, we're taking a big space, huh?
Yeah, we're taking. You won't see why. It's a big ride.
Oh.
So this is called WreckIt Ralph the Ride. All right.
I just want you to know that you hurt me deeply by taking out Finding Nemo.
Ew, you like that ride?
Yeah, I love Finding Nemo. That's it. That's the only thing I got. I got Crush's coaster in Disneyland Paris, but here I've got Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage, and that's it.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
There you go.
Well, I'm taking it anyway.
It's gone.
So, let me tell you, this is a roller coaster
Okay.
and also a ride simulator. Kind of like you, all right? We're dealing with screens, and like yours, my screens are very tubular. All right. So the entrance of my ride is obviously has to be Litwack Family Fun Center, right?
Duh.
Of
Has
course.
to be.
So you walk in and you realize all the games are shut down.
Oh.
And you're like, yo, what up? What up, G? And Litwag is like, yo, I got this new video game that actually lets you go into the video game, but it's not VR.
Thank goodness.
All right. So then you enter the first, like essentially it's gonna pull like a Rise of the Resistance. You go inside this machine and it turns you around, and now you're inside of the video game world.
Okay.
And so the second like ride queue area is I thought this out.
Okay.
Through. So the second ride queue area is actually the subway outlet plug thingy.
Okay. So that's where Sonic is greeting you.
Exactly.
Okay, Sonic's greeting
you
you.
walk through that through the line, then you actually get to go into Sugar Rush
We're gonna get
because Vanellope and Ralph are gonna take you on a race. Okay.
Oh.
So then, once you go through the Sugar Rush tunnel, which is cool lights and stuff like that to make it seem like you're being transported, the
Does it
last
smell like candy?
the last part of the queue is you're going through the factory where you build the carts.
Oh, okay.
And that's
where the smells are. That's where the smells are. Okay.
And that's also where you board the ride vehicle. The ride vehicle are 4 carts that are gonna be right behind each other. Okay.
Oh, I like that. So
Okay.
it's gonna look like different cars.
Everybody gets to go into their own separate cart. Okay. And then at the beginning of the ride, it's gonna start off, and you're gonna go into a room. And this is where I got a little crazy. All right.
Oh,
so in this room,
Let's get crazy.
it's gonna be Sugar Rush, right? You're already in Sugar Rush. You're gonna turn into this corner. Then the ride, since it's 4 carts behind each other, once we get to the starting race part, they separate, and it's 4 side by side carts. And then you're gonna realize there are 4 different tracks that you can go on.
Oh!
Okay.
This is why we're taking out so much.
Now,
I know, right?
now there are 2 options to this ride. Okay.
Okay.
The first one is an all Sugar Rush ride, where it's Vanellope is gonna be like, all right, let's race, 3, 2, 1, go. The second one is Vanellope comes out in this room and goes, yeah, this is boring. Let's do something fun. So then she glitches us into Hero's Duty. And then we're gonna
Why
race,
not Slaughter Race?
because it's based off the first one.
Oh, okay.
Thomas.
Sorry.
So it's Hero's Duty, and we're gonna race in the alien planet, right?
Hell yeah.
And essentially how it goes is we're gonna shoot off on the 4 tracks, and it's gonna be all side by side. And then how I wrote it down is something's gonna happen that makes the carts split up.
Oh no!
So for example, if it's in the Sugar Rush one, maybe like a giant wafer cookie falls on the track, causing all the 4 carts
Now
to
I'm
split
hungry.
off into individual tubes.
Ooh.
And if it's in the right option 2, we enter the bug room, and all the bugs start to hatch, and the mama bug's like, get out my swamp. So so we all shoot out and separate into different tubes. Now the tubes are roller coaster-esque, and they like
So those were screens, right?
Those are screens,
and
yeah.
now we're going into
now we're
moving
going
again.
through the tubes.
Okay.
And in the tubes, the tubes are all like screen.
Oh, okay.
And I call them, what did I call them? I call them Disney magic screens, because only Disney can do
Ooh,
this kind
only
of
they can make it.
magical screens that'll make you feel like you're on your own
going.
separate track.
Okay.
But the way I designed it is there are parts of the ride where it opens up and you can see the other riders.
Kind of like with Rise.
Kind of, yeah.
okay.
But like you're going over and under and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
And so each tube is individual, but you can obviously, they have interactions with the other racers.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you go through this epic race through each one.
Right.
And then when it comes to the end, we go in. Oh, some of the characters we see on the Sugar Rush one, it's all Sugar Rush characters.
Okay.
So like Sour Drop and the Donut Cops and the other Sugar Rush racers.
Nice,
Right.
nice.
In the other one, we see Fix It Felix, WreckIt Ralph, and Sergeant Calhoun and all the soldiers.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay. All right. And so once we come out of these tubes of our separate journeys that we all went through, if you're on the Sugar Rush version, you see the finish line and you get to go, and you get to race towards the finish
That's
line.
cool.
If you're on the Heroes Duty version, when you all come out of the tube, you all come back into the 4 side-by-side cars.
Ooh.
And Vanellope goes, this is way too dangerous, so she glitches us back into Sugar Rush. So either ways, we get to go that last
Finish line.
straightaway.
That's cool.
And the straightaway is pretty long, so the carts will at random either speed up or slow down. So and it's always different.
Oh, so it's like a race.
So it's like a race.
Oh, Ready
race.
Springs
yeah.
Racer.
So there's always a winner.
Ah.
hmm And the winner is always different. And what I liked about the design of this ride is that it's always going to be different. So it's either always going to be the Sugar Rush one, or it's going to be the Heroes Duty one, and you can also always be in the different track.
That's awesome. I love that.
And then once we pass the finish line, all the 4 carts will then go back to being like in front and behind each other, and we'll turn into another like screen room, and that's where we get like Vanellope and Ralph and Felix, and sometimes Sergeant Calhoun, depending if you went on the Heroes Duty version, thanking us for coming along on this awesome race.
And saying you're a freedom fighter.
Hey, exactly. Good job, freedom fighters. And then we go back to the loading station, and we exit the same way we came in.
Yeah!
That's cool.
I like it. I like it.
Nice. So is it like Rise of Resistance where you go into the outside and you like, what? I was just inside.
Well, you enter there, and then when you exit out, you kind of exit the same way. So you go through the tunnel that takes you back to the subway.
Okay, cool.
Go to the subway that takes you back to Litwag.
So, you're taking out Autopia, right?
I'm taking it out.
All right. Is this presented by Honda?
Presented by
Tesla.
Shout out Elon Musk. Good boy.
There you go.
We're going all
SpaceX,
electric.
congrats.
Oh yeah, shout out SpaceX. But what did you think about our ride designs? Let us know in the comments below, and let us know what your awesome ride design would be if you were able to design a ride or attraction for Disneyland. Yeah, I guess vote on the iPoll.
Yeah, the eye thingy, which will be over there. Yes.
And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button.
If you're on the channel, please subscribe for more content like this video.
Got social media, TLEV Media, all across the board.
You want some breaking news? Make sure to follow us on our website, TLEVmedia.com.
Don't forget, buy me a coffee. Helps us support the channel. It's super awesome. Yeah, if you want to help us out, buy us coffee.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's been that. As always, I've been Josue.
I've been Thomas.
And I'm Mystery.
We'll catch y'all on the flip.